Patrick Stump, then and now. I want y'all to picture a typical lead singer of a rock band. You might picture the long dark hair, perhaps with colored streaks, or tight leather pants, or even tattoos. Well, this particular lead singer defies all those stereotypes. He has dirty blonde hair, wears cardigans and fedoras, and does not have a single tattoo. He is the lead singer of Fall Out Boy, Patrick Stump, the most adorable lead singer in pop punk history. By the end of this speech, you will know vital information about Patrick's life before Fall Out Boy, with the band, during his solo album, and now. Patrick Stump was born on April 27, 1984, in Evanston, Illinois. His parents were Patricia and David Stump, who was a folk singer. He has an older brother named Kevin, who is a professional violinist, and a little sister named Megan. Even at a young age, Patrick had an interest in music. According to MusicRadar.com, Patrick worked at a record store straight out of high school. He considered this life to be a glamorous one, just because he was paid to be around music. Luckily, his obsession with music paid off because he was asked to join Fall Out Boy by Joe Truman due to such interests. His whole world was going to change. Patrick Stump joined Fall Out Boy in 2001. According to MTV.com, Patrick was originally the drummer. But they were in desperate need of a lead singer, and that's when Patrick's vocal talents were discovered. During the recording of their first album, Take This to Your Grave, tensions grew between Patrick and Pete Wentz. Patrick was fighting for his lyrics, and Pete was fighting for his lyrics. Then this almost led to their falling out. Luckily, the band worked out their issues, and soon enough, Pete and Patrick became a dynamic duo. After releasing their first album, Fall Out Boy took off for fame and fortune. They had produced two extremely successful albums in 2005 and 2007 and earned many awards and nominations. In 2008, they released an album called Folie à Deux. This album was heavily influenced by Patrick. He wanted it to sound exactly like he wanted it to sound like. Unfortunately, this album didn't sell well to the fans. According to RollingStone.com, fans would boo at the band for playing songs off of the new album. At the end of Believers Never Die Part 2, Fall Out Boy went on hiatus. When this happened, Patrick had plans of his own. The moment Fall Out Boy took a break in 2009, Patrick Stump went on to work on two projects, Losing Weight and his solo album. This was Patrick during his Fall Out Boy days. This is after he lost 60 pounds. All he did was take his portions and just cut it in half, every meal. And it just magically fell off. After his dramatic weight loss, Patrick composed a solo album called Soul Punk that came out in 2011. He wrote all the lyrics, wrote all the music, and played all the instruments. He showed his inner pop side with this album that was a polar opposite to Fall Out Boy's music. Unfortunately, Patrick got more than he bargained for. According to RollingStone.com, Patrick was insulted and harassed by his own fans, and they said he sucked without Fall Out Boy. Threatening letters were sent to his home, people bought his tickets just to boo him off the stage. This just broke his heart, and he just wanted to end his life just because all these people that used to love him just hated him all of a sudden. Luckily, he had a woman by his side every step of the way supporting him, Elsa Yao. He even popped the question, and they married in 2012. And in 2013, a surprising thing happened, and it wasn't a pregnancy. Fall Out Boy made a comeback and released an album called Save Rock and Roll. Patrick and the rest of the members established their roles in the band and have continued being successful. In 2014, the Stump family welcomed their first child, Declan, named after Elvis Costello. The resemblance is uncanny. I mean, look at them. They look the same. Fall Out Boy came out with another album in 2015 called American Beauty, American Psycho. This album also has a more pop sound, and this may be because Patrick had more of a voice, and they came to a consensus and a compromise, just so they can be together still and still be able to create awesome music. Patrick Stump's love for music truly was influenced at a very young age, and it just completely changed his life. He managed to be a lead singer for a well-known band, to start his own solo career, and still reunite with the original band and continue going strong. He has such a high level of talent, and who knows where he'll stop.